All right. So fun. Discovered a new opportunity. We have a new newsletter coming out. So cool, too. Dana Skaggs, big shout out to the Queen of Boundaries. We had such a fun time on the podcast. I'm glad you did that. So that's just a shiny ball reality. It's this shiny ball that caught my attention. LinkedIn News. I was going to publish one of our newsletters for the Power Brand Tips, and I realized we have a new newsletter opportunity that's relevant to our other show, The Power Take, and how we want to make news relevant for leaders and business owners out there. And we can use ChatGPT to do this. And so this video is to expose the process of what we're going to do just that. So let's go back, right? Here's our newsletters. This is why this is so cool. It doesn't take us hardly any investment as far as time goes, because of our virtual assistant digital ambassador program, but it's a great way to get digital ambassadors started with learning how to use our tools and distribute our resources out there. And it's really interesting how the subscribers process on LinkedIn works. So we're already at 954 subscribers. I don't really know how that works. We just publish great content and it goes up, and it's kind of nice. The Leader's Edge, though, took off like a rocket ship today. I have a feeling like somehow that people maybe that are following or subscribed to me automatically somewhat get out of this. I don't know, because we just published the very first one, and not immediately, but by the end of the day, we have 152 people subscribed. So maybe it alerts people somehow. But let's dive into what this is. And just in fact, I've got the tab open for it. So you're gonna have to bear with me a little bit. All right, so going beyond those, I can go back to that one by Dana. These LinkedIn stories. One of the things that's important about growth is to make sure that you're relevant for the current top stories, the novelty of the times, right? And that is so overwhelming and daunting as an entrepreneur. It's never something I could have or would have subscribed to without having a massive team in place to help me with the process. I would not try to do this by myself. I wouldn't do business by myself, period. So here's this interesting, again, topic for the world and what's going on, but it's a big waste of time to dive in and read this stuff when you're an entrepreneur who has to focus on building your own brand. We're not consumers, we're producers. So here's what we decided to do. We're putting this prompt into ChatGPT about, write a super quick takeaway post in newsletter format. What's one principle or action that I can take away from this topic or news as a business leader in order to improve my own brand? Fire! Hence was born the Leader's Edge newsletter. And this newsletter is it's designed as a daily catalyst to turn today's news into actionable insights. And what's really cool is this can be done at scale without bottlenecking us. This whole process takes like maybe 15 minutes to do. And so if we have a digital ambassador ready to go, they can come in to our template. They can make sure that they put the newsletter here. They can make sure that the ChatGPT prompt is ready to go or is referenced here. And the title and the SEO title and SEO description, these are all really easy to bake out as you're launching the newsletter itself. In fact, let me do that. Let me pull open that tab that had Dana on it. In fact, I'm going to pull up the other tab too, because I still want that one from Dana to be there. Even though it's probably not going to be all that refreshed. Guys, sorry, I'm all over the place right now. But you can see right here, you want to insert the link to that LinkedIn topic and then generate it, right? Just generate the article and then take the article, put it onto the newsletter along with this disclaimer right here and the footer, and then ask ChatGPT to create a social share post for it, which would be super easy to do. Put that here and there, of course. This is just for record keeping purposes. And as bonus distribution, you're going to ask ChatGPT to analyze how to create a social comment that honors this post, you'll see which one, without stealing their thunder, yet highlights the value of our newsletter and thanking the thought leader for their insight. Insert the post, right? We're going to do this. We're just going to go ahead and do it together. So back over here. Here's a story about Kroger and Albertsons. I didn't even know Albertsons still existed. And the block of the $24.6 billion merger. And there's these people who've created, these leaders, thought leaders, who've created their own posts about it. And some of them have gained a lot of attention. All right, so make sure I do this right. So if I want to do all of this process for this particular topic, right, we're going to take this. So let's do a couple things. One, I got to take the template and I got to make a copy of the template. So here we go, making the copy of the template. It's 6:28 right now. It's going to take me a little bit because I'm also training you guys and trying to be entertaining at the same time as doing it. All right, so I'm going to put the date, 2024, same format we always use. Very important to stick to proper formatting, right? We don't know the article name. I'll delete that for now. It's probably dangerous. You probably don't want to do that because you don't want to get confused. But this now switches from template to resource. No, we don't have the resource name figured out. And I'm going to put it here, and poor Marie Victoria will have to help me later on organizing these resources so that they're in the right department with the right numbering sequence. But, all right, let's keep going. Progress, right? Imperfect is the key. Don't be perfect. Imperfect is the key. Okay, so we got that link ready to go, and I'm going to take this, eliminate that, or rather add that too. We're going to take this whole subject right here and go back over to ChatGPT. Drop it. Make sure I kind of got it right. All right, I'm going to trust I got it right. Hit it. Thank you, ChatGPT. You're amazing. Love the system. All systems like this, all AI stuff is like really growing on me right now. And that's going to write the little article thing. Done. Take that. Back over to the document. I'm going to close the template for now. Come back over here. Article designed. All right. And I'm going to take this guy right here. A little bit sloppy. First time doing it, okay? ChatGPT prompt. That was the prompt. All right. And I'm going to need to use that again because in disclaimer section. All right, put that right there. And we like to showcase what we do. That's how we roll. All right, so bam. Take a little screenshot. How I put this together. Got that. Huh. Okay, that's good. I accidentally hit it twice. And drop that screenshot right here. This is just kind of proof, evidence, right? That the person who's doing the work gets the work done. All right, so now that we've got that, I need to come back over here. Grab the article. Whoop. Super short article, so sexy. Back over to this page. And I want to create a new edition of the article, right? So I can go here, I can go to my home page and hit write an article, and either way. One thing I have to pay attention to though, as I do this, is that it goes to the right newsletter. And so, put it in there, take this, done. I'm not sending this as an email newsletter. So I'm going to take that out. Boom, lessons from that. And all right, stay sharp. The first class business team. Boom. Go down. Disclaimer. Grab the disclaimer. Go back over to this area. Drop the disclaimer. Add a little bit of formatting because I'm a stickler like that. And up above here, we're going to add that image in. It's going to automatically open up to my screenshots folder, which is now organized in a really weird fashion, which confuses me, but that's the one. Make sure, yep, next. Delete the extra space. Come down here. This time I'm gonna grab the footer first. Doesn't really matter which one I do, this all has to get done anyway, right? But I'm gonna add that footer, where do I click? Perfect. Footer's in, and I'm gonna take that prompt that we used, which is the prompt. That's weird, disclaimer. Oh, that is the right prompt. Okay, I guess I got the article is not a reflection. I don't think I have that on there though. I need to double check it because I don't like to be sloppy. I do not. So go back over here. There's two things to add in. I don't know, I confused myself a little bit, but not too bad. Not enough to slow me down. Right, so I keep going, grab my prompt, put it in, add it as a quoted text, and go back to see what I might have messed up in this scenario, the disclaimer side. Oh, that's good. Okay, take this, add it down below. That part, there we go. This branding stuff is incredibly important because this is where people will know to come back and see the depth of our brands, and we don't want them to miss that. We're going to go over to settings, but I can grab this first. Yeah, settings, add the title, right, save that, come back over, grab some of this text, come back, oops, back to that section of manage settings, find the SEO stuff here, description, dun, dun, dun. Perfect, create the link, it's good to go, copy the link, save, come back to the document, again for documentation purposes, and go back and grab the title. Sorry, I don't do this very often. Grab that title, put it there. Grab that title, put it there. Back to that description. Add it back over there. And come down below all of this. Remember, we're not addressing people, so this type of stuff has to get removed. And this needs to be worked out towards always the first class business team. Always want that. All right, and now we're gonna come back down here to see our next set of instructions, right? So that's ready to go, but social share, our social share is not, right? So it says to create, encourage here. All right, so ask ChatGPT to create a brief social post. So here we go. We're gonna go with back over to the post. All right, I'm gonna save again just in case. And we got our article. Oh, create a design, right? We got to design what this is gonna look like. And the nice thing is the AI does that too these days. Woo! So while we're waiting for that to happen, the digital ambassadors that we get to assign this to, again, it's a super easy task for somebody to follow since we have the procedures, well, the procedure resources and template there, and our team members can help train up. But the value of just how like the reach that we'll have with this because of those articles like I showed you, it's just going to grow and grow based on that ambassador's ability to get this done. And if it only takes 15 minutes to do, 15 to 20 minutes, then that means it will be very easy for them every day to probably do between 1 and 10 of these pieces. And that would increase our ability to get in front of all of those types of people. If it's 1 per, that's fantastic, especially at the like the cost per lead will likely be in the less than $10 range, and typical cost per leads are north of $300, $400. Just look it up. Cost per lead per industry standard. I know a lot of people claim they can get better than that, but you have to wonder about, like, are they really doing it or not? You're getting to see this process yourself. You can implement this for yourself and crush pretty much any digital marketing opportunity that's out there if you have virtual assistants at scale. And please take care of your virtual assistants. They are so important. We do not contribute to virtual abuse. And so many business owners just don't care about them, and it's really sad. So learning from failed mergers, that's a pretty cool one. Ooh, dang. That's cool. These are all interesting. I play too much, right? And take a little bit too much time on that. Analyzing the blocked Kroger Albertsons merger. We're going to use that one. Just for the sake of time, I'm going to pick one, and I like quite a few of those. Getting that implemented. That's done. Next. Tell our network about it, right? So this is where we go back, grab the link to that article. So thank goodness I saved it here. That's helpful. Right, I'm going to take the link, go back over to our friendly ChatGPT thing here, and my post is going to say, let's just go make sure we follow the procedure. I like procedures. All right, come down to social share, create a brief. There we go, got that. All right, create a brief social post to share the article. Oh, I don't have to do that because it's already up there, right? And encourage comments or sharing. Oops. All right. So you can be really slow and bad at these things and still do, still be successful. Big news in retail. What do you think? Read the full story here. Let's discuss. Share your thoughts below. Tag someone. Perfect. Throw that on there. Bam. All right, so that's done. I like spacing things out. That's just the way that I am. All right. Got that done. Regulatory, competitive, and customer impacts. Cool. I would have never come out with this by myself. Like, couldn't happen. And back over to this bonus distribution aspect. This is wild. All right, so I'm gonna publish that. Bam, that's published and done. So I've trained on this process, right? The whole procedure, the whole template resource, and optimize a little bit as we've gone. 16 minutes of time, right? That gets done. Now to level it up, right? Take it to the next level. Now we're gonna go over to that other tab over here for the actual, like, what do we share, right? What is this all about? The top story, right? Is this like a real news outlet? LinkedIn's a pretty big outlet, my friends. So, and then 17 minutes ago, here it is. And here's like that basic story. And let's see. Okay, so there's like the snippet that they've put out there of like just letting you know in the news. And they've borrowed Bloomberg in relation to this. Later, we can expand off of the LinkedIn platform. But the top perspective opportunities, this is the bonus opportunity. So we're going to take Raul Rao's, piece here, and take a look at this. 110 comments and 52 reposts and 431 people. He's not on my radar. I'm not on his radar, but he's about to be. And I'm about to be. So I'm going to take this, right, and go back over to our procedure and see, okay, bonus distribution. Ask ChatGPT to analyze how to create. So ask ChatGPT the following. Let's make this even easier. Analyze how to create a social comment that honors this post without stealing their thunder. Right, without stealing their thunder. ChatGPT gets this stuff. It's so fun. Yet highlights the value of our newsletter and thanks the thought leader for their insight. Ooh. All right, I know I'm doing this slow, and you guys are like, Jackson, you'd be so much faster if you're better at copy and pasting. Come and work with me. Teach me to copy and paste better. And don't teach me. You do it. You can come and work with us and copy and paste for me. Oh, back over here to that post. Give a little space on it. And oh, here's the thought leader. Posted it. Let's see if it gathers that context too. All right, so I can take this, open link in new window. All right, got his profile. Let's let that load. Got him. Bam. Back over to ChatGPT. Let's see what happens. It might say that it can't do that. I don't know. Maybe it can, maybe it can't. Here's a polished and respectful comment idea that aligns with your goals. And, maybe congratulate FCC and all involved. Milestone achievement. It's an important reminder of the critical role thoughtful. I don't really want to take sides though. All right, no, that's way too cerebral. All right, thanks for sharing this update, Roll. Your perspective adds value to the discussion. Let's see here. I don't want to take sides though, so we're gonna have to play with this as a team to make sure that we don't accidentally move towards bias. I actually want to try to keep all bias out on these matters. and say, so let's just do this. Try again without any bias. No, it doesn't get that. All right, so I got to train ChatGPT a little bit on that. Try to create a meaningful comment that doesn't take a side. No matter. Do not congratulate the FTC. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Thank you for sharing the update. And but it didn't remember to include the newsletter. Close, but you forgot to add the newsletter. All right, that steals the thunder a little bit. So we'll have to work on that part of this. This is, again, that's why it's a bonus part. So again, we don't want to steal the thunder. Let's see here, try again without stealing. Brawl's thunder. See if that fixes it. Try again without stealing Brawl's thunder. But still referencing the newsletter. There's very short-term memory where the AI struggles. Let's see here. On this one up here where it steals the thunder, where's that at? That's what I want. I still want it to do this. It's not doing that. I should have said the newsletter URL. Newsletter URL, because we're just trying to get the framework. Where action take inspired by developments like this. Check out. Yeah, they didn't do a great job on that one. But it did an okay job, and for the sake of time, I will go ahead and move it forward manually, because this is not a training about how to use ChatGPT as much as it is a training about following the process. And we're going to go with comment, bam, hit that, and just be careful. Origin of business company and say development says check out the leader's edge. We provide a bit of actionable I'd love your take in relation. We created. Love your professional take. All right, so let's go back over here. Grab the link again to our newsletter. Go back. I'm getting so lost on all these tabs now. Sorry, guys. All right. This is an important update with Far Advocate for Business and Competition. Thank you for sharing this, Raul. It's insights like these that prompt meaningful reflection for leaders navigating complex landscapes. I love your professional take in relation to the action-based newsletter we created on the same matter. Thanks in advance. Thanks in advance. Hope you find it useful. Well, thanks in advance. All right, so I'll give them a little love, insightful wise, because I'm not taking sides on it. And let's just hope. I'm just gonna comment. What am I hoping for? I'm just hoping that I didn't make any mistakes on it, because I like things to be first class. So now that's pretty much how this procedure works. That took it to the next level of bonus, and ideally that comment that I put in there, we need to put that comment in here as well. We would save the profiles of the individuals that we did this for, and as you notice, it's not just Raul that's in there. You got Raul who's in there. We've got these are all okay. You got Deanna Moss, who commented on it or became a top influencer related to it. Paula, who became an influencer related to it. Patrick. Some of them have massive amounts of engagement on this. I say massive, but quite a bit, substantial. Michelle Evans, Heather, and I don't think that LinkedIn is in the habit of promoting individuals who, haven't made a significant amount of noise or relationships as thought leaders. So there's about 10 right here in this one article, and going through and doing that type of engagement can help us get on the radar of these world leaders out there. And that's why we also have to be careful to make sure that if we're going to use the bonus part of this, that we are good enough copywriters to recognize how to not take a side in controversial stances, how to not steal the thunder of people, and how to make sure that we're honoring individuals in the process. So even without that section alone, like not doing it with that, we'd still have incredible traction with this, an incredible outlet to pay attention. We've become an incredible outlet to pay attention to. We will in relation to daily news and making daily news relevant for business owners. So enjoy the process. Let us know what you think. 27 minutes of time on the training. About 20 of it was necessary for following this process, which means getting an ambassador trained on this. If we had an ambassador doing this full time, then what does that break down to? Leave it in the comments if you know. But I can easily see us knocking out all of the daily topics every single day, the top news stories, and possibly connecting with between, 10 and 100 new thought leaders per day with somebody doing this full time. That's nuts, my friends. This is awesome.